See your phone.
In paradise. What are we going to do today? Today is the first day of the rest of your life. What are you going to do? That's different. That's what we're about to find out. So I hope you were with us yesterday. I hope you watched. I hope you actually watched it twice. Because today we're going to go deeper into the chi cups. Way deep into the chi cups. So, yesterday we talked about
Oh,
rotating
they
the
can't
shoulder
hear.
joint. We talked pectoralis and we talked about the
Check your mic.
So, can you hear me? You cannot hear me. Can you hear me? No. Okay. So if you can't hear me, just put a comment and say below. So, this is called Chinese jumping jacks. So palms go up.
Okay.
Oh, you know what it is?
Turn. Palms go down. Palms go up.
This way.
Palms go down. Stand up straight.
So you can hear them?
Yeah, that's the bottom.
Can you hear?
There's something wrong.
Oh, hold on.
Listen to me. There's something wrong. You can hear our voices more than you can hear his.
16 times. So those of you who've been with us for months, you've already been doing this empty-handed. And some of you have seen me do where the fingertips touch, and then bend the knees, and the fingertips touch, and then stand up, and the fingertips touch. But now we're going to add that same movement to the chi cups. Only this time, we're adding the wrist in. So it's the same other movements, but we're keeping a flat palm to the sky. And this is specifically for the wrists. Now, after we do that 16 times, then we're going to stop on the other side. Now, in the beginning, I'm not paying attention to my waist. But after you get good at it, so for the other students, I want you to keep your waist square, bend your knees slightly, grip the ground with the toes, and roll your ankles to the outside. And that anchors the lower half of the body, okay? So now the shoulders are perpendicular to the waist. So as you turn, so this waist doesn't move. So you come up. Stand up. Turn. So this is a more refined technique of the Chinese jumping jacks. Now, I want you to be aware of your Qi field, your Jing field, which is 4 fingers below the belly button. So I want you to take your left hand and then push in. So as you lower, you're going to feel that muscle tighten up. And now as you stand up, you feel the muscle relax. And then you feel it bunch up. And you feel it relax as you go up. Okay? Now, at the bottom point, that's when this is contracted. Now, I want you to put your fingers halfway between your throat and your breastbone. I want you to put your fingers there and then take your hand up. And you're going to feel this muscle tighten up. That's amazing. You're going to feel this muscle tighten up. Okay? So now, put fingers here. This tightens. And then this comes up and that tightens. And then this tightens. And then this tightens. So you're ping-ponging the energy between the Jing field and the Qi field. All that's going on internally. And unless you pressed it, unless I pointed out you touching it, you wouldn't even know that different muscles are grabbing at different times. And that's why this is called internal Qigong. Now we're moving the arms, and to the casual observer, it looks like, oh, this is an arm exercise. But in actuality, this is an internal exercise. So, the Jing field, Qi field. Jing field, Qi field. So, it's really, really important that you grasp this. Now, for the new students, I just want you to get the movements. You don't have to worry about these details. These details are for the students that have been with me for a while. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Now, at the same time you're doing that, your knees are going up and down. You have 4 muscles in your thigh. That's called the quadriceps. So every time you bend your knees and stand up, you're working your quadriceps and your hamstrings. So again, this is a whole body exercise. You're using every part of your body. The other thing I want you to pay attention to is you're looking at your hand. And the hand that you're looking at is the backhand. The backhand on the up. That's the one I want you to pay attention to. The backhand on the up. And of course, when you're on the other side, the backhand on the up. Now, if you're looking at the backhand on the up and then you turn, then you're going to be looking at the same hand in the front. So we're going to do 16 times starting on the left side. So you're going to go up. So this is your left hand, right? Everybody raise your left hand? Okay. So left hand, turn, and then the left hand comes down. And then turn, left hand comes up. Left hand comes down. So we do 16 times there, and then we switch the hand to the right, switch the ball, the Qi cup, you know, whatever we're using. So the Qi cup is now in the right hand, and now So when the ball's in the right hand, you're looking at the right hand. Now, again, to the casual observer, this looks so easy. Believe me, well, you're already doing it. You know it's not easy. You're using ligaments and tendons you are not used to using. Okay, I don't see you bending your knees. You have to bend your knees as you come down. There you go. That's better. Stand up. You're not looking at your hands either. You're looking at me. Look at your hands. So, Jing and Qi fields, you're using all of your leg muscles. You're opening up your lymphatics because the armpit is open. So we're doing the heart meridian. And then when we come down, we're doing the liver meridian. Heart, liver. Opening the heart, liver. Okay, I think that's awesome. I think you guys are great. So that is called Chinese jumping jacks, okay? Now, the next one we're gonna cover, again, you're gonna put your Qi cup in your left palm, and you're gonna bend your knees, and you're gonna go back, okay? And now you're going to switch hands and put it in the right. And then switch hands. Now, if you don't have a teacup at home, a plastic teacup, you may want to use a deck of cards. Where something small, don't use your phone. Do not use your phone. So bend your knees, switch hands, stand up, and now the back hand is going to just give a little lift. Switch hands. So you're looking at the back hand. Now I know you're looking at me. So you're going to have to look at me for the first few times, and then eventually you're going to be able to look backwards, okay? Now, most of the time, we are looking backwards. When we look at the front hand, I will tell you, but if I don't say anything at all, I want you to be looking backwards. Now, why is that important to be looking backwards? Well, you've heard me talk about go pluck yourself. Yes? So when you pluck yourself, you're plucking the sternocleidomastoid muscle. And what's underneath that is the thyroid. Now, we spend too much time texting. We spend too much time computing, we spend too much time Ubering. So when you bend your knees and then look over your shoulder, bend your knees, look over your shoulder, okay? Bend your knees, look over your shoulder, okay? So you're literally stretching your neck. So there's a lot of pre-stretching because each exercise builds on the one previous, and that's what I call progressively easier, okay? So this is called Dragon Soars Over Ocean. So we exaggerate the movements. So once you get the hang of this, you exaggerate the movements. Breathe out, breathe in, 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 breathe out, breathe in. Okay, so that is Dragon Soars Over Ocean. So what I'm doing is I'm showing you little pieces because when we start with the regular class, I'm not going to go into this level of detail. We're just going to do it because this is the Chi dance party at the beach. And it just happens to be raining right now, but blue dragons don't care about the rain. Okay. All right, so now we are ready for our complete Chi Cup Qigong exercise. So some of you have balls, some of you ordered balls. So if you don't have balls, then you're going to not be able to do this. So, sound? Up, yeah. Good morning, everybody. If you joined us late, we're about to do Chi Cups. So, left hand, over the shoulder, elbow up, straight forward, out to the side. Now we're going to go backwards, elbow out, straight back, out to the side, over the shoulder, straight back, out to the side. A little higher.
Breathe in and out. Expand your chest, flowing. Breathe, relax, and rest. Wake up early to celebrate your day so you can feel good with Qigong Jan.
So if you just joined us, if you tuned in late, you missed all the explanation. So you're going to have to rewatch the video to get all the explanation, because right now we're just doing the exercise.
Breathe in, breathe out.
Okay, now
Meditate and
all the way
pray.
forward,
Qigong.
all the way back,
Feeling well.
over the shoulder,
Give your heart a hug.
all the way forward,
Feel your lungs.
all the way back,
So you
and back in.
young rich.
So right hand, all the way back, over the shoulder, All the way forward,
Clearing
all the way
your
back,
mind.
and in.
Meditation. Breathing in is your inspiration. Define the energy. Expand the chi that you circulate. Balance your emotions
To heal your heart.
pull your chi down
From heaven to start.
Connect your chi up from earth to heart. So when you breathe,
Sleep.
you get better
Sleep.
Move your chi from hands to feet.
Feet.
Taoist
And now,
masters taught me
straight
to
back,
so
all the
you
way
can
forward,
stay young.
over the shoulder, straight back, all the way forward.
You can stay young with Qigong. Expand the chi that you circulate so you can stay young.
Young with Qigong.
Balance your emotions to heal your heart. Pull your chi down from heaven to start. So when you breathe deep,
Okay. Why don't you get the same balls that Rachel has and share them?
Taoist masters taught me this song.
The ones that Rachel has?
You could stay young with Qigong. So you could stay young with Qigong.
Rachel, share the balls that you have with her. Thank you. Okay, so now we're going to do two hands forward, out to the side. You're going to lean back. You're going to bend your elbow over the face. You're going to lean forward, straight out to the front, out to the side, bend the knees, and come back to the waist. Two hands forward, out to the side, lean back, bend the elbows, palm towards the sky, lean forward, straight forward, out to the side, bend the knees, and pump it back to the waist. Now, believe it or not, this is a spinal exercise. It looks like it's still the arms, but it's actually a spinal exercise because you're leaning backwards and you're leaning forwards with a weight. And now bend the knees and then pump it up back to the waist. Lean back, bend the elbows over the face, lean forward, out in front, out to the side, pump the knees, and back to the waist. Now we're going to go backwards, elbows out, straight back, out to the side, pump the knees, over the face, straight back, let the weight pull you back, out to the side, and then back to the waist. Bend your knees, elbows out to the side, pump your knees, over the face, straight back, out to the side, and into the waist.
Breathe in,
Breathe out.
move, meditate,
Pulse.
and pray. Qigong is the healing way. Giving your heart love when you feel your lungs, so you can stay young with Qigong. clearing your mind.
Purple.
Walking meditation. Breathing in is your inspiration.
Okay, now we're going to go all the way forward.
Your emotion.
You're going to lean all the way back. And now you're going to come over the head, palm up, bend your knees, go behind you, and then pump back to the front.
From earth to heart.
So all the way forward,
Breathe deep.
out to the side, lean back, arms all the way back, arms over the head, lean forward, bend your knees, back,
Down with
and then pump.
the song. So you can stay young with Qigong. You can stay young with Qigong.
So again, this is a whole body exercise, and this is really about the spine.
So you can stay young with Qigong.
Now we're going to go backwards. This is called downhill ski position. And now you're going to swing your arms to the front. You're going to stand up and lean all the way back. And now you're going to swing your arms all the way to the front and then back to the waist. So you're going to bend your knees, downhill ski position, swing to the front, stand up, lean all the way back. Arms out to the front, back to the waist.
So you could stay young with Qigong.
So standing up, leaning back with the 2-pound weights, that gets your whole core going. Okay, that's double G cups. And I know you didn't get it all the first time, but you're going to watch this again and again and again. Okay, so now we're going to drop one ball. We're going to switch hands. We're only going to use one ball now. And this is what's going to develop our eye-hand coordination. So, ball's in your left hand. You're going to push to the right. Okay, first of all, check your stance. Your feet are a little bit wider than your shoulders, okay? Now, this is a waist strengthening exercise, okay? And now you're gonna go all the way behind you, okay? Now you're gonna lift the ball up. And now you're gonna turn your waist, and the ball's gonna come down and your palm is up. And now you're going to switch hands with the ball. Ball's in the right hand. And now you're going to push it to the left. And you're going to go all the way behind you. You're going to lift the ball up. And now this waist is going to turn. And you're going to be behind you. So this one is for your core. It looks like it's still for your arms, but the arms are just a fulcrum. They're a way to develop torque to strengthen your low back. Lift up. Palm up. Lift up. Now your elbows should be straight. In other words, your elbows should not bend. So straight elbow behind you. Lift up. Elbows still straight. Now in this position, you're getting your latissimus dorsi muscles. You're getting your psoas muscle. So this particular exercise works your core strength. So when you lift up, you're getting your rectus abdominis. Okay, now we're going to do the reverse of that. Balls in your left hand, elbow out, straight back. And now you're going to go out to the side. And now you're going to do the same thing. You're going to lift up, and then you're going to turn and come behind you. Okay? You're not following me. So balls in your right hand, elbows out, straight back, out to the side. And now you're going to lift up, and you're going to turn, and now the ball's going to end up behind you. That's it. And then come back. Now, what's funny is that my students on the West Coast, California to be specific, they like me to go really fast. When I go slow, they can't follow it. But my students on the East Coast, if I go fast, they can't follow it. They want me to go slow. So I can't please everybody. So that's why I say this works eye-hand coordination. So bend your knees and turn. Stand up, lift the arm, turn the waist, go behind you, and then come back to the front. Lift, turn, go behind you. Now this is authentic family blue dragon. This is not in any Qigong textbook anywhere. So you're only going to get this at the Blue Dragon Qigong Academy. So we're challenging the left and right hemispheres of the brain because we want to be ambidextrous. We want to be strong on both sides of our body. Wow. I think that's pretty awesome. Yeah, some of you are like, yeah. Okay, so bend over, shake it out. Bend over, shake it out. Yeah. If you need a sip of water, now's the time to get a sip of water. Take a breath. Wow. Yeah, that's a lot of work. Yeah, you're working chest muscles and waist muscles and back muscles you're not used to using. So now, we're going to do something slightly different. Okay, so now, right hand, empty. Left hand, ball. You're going to come over the head. You're going to switch hands with the ball. Now, your middle finger is touching the wrist. Okay? And now you're just going to turn. And now you're looking at the left hand, and the right hand goes back. And now bend your knees. And now you're going to switch hands with the ball. So you're going to stand up. Switch hands with the ball. Middle finger touches the wrist. Turn. And you're looking at the empty hand. No, the ball's behind you, dear. The ball's behind you. And now bend your knees, and then switch hands with the ball. Okay. Okay, we're looking to the side. We're looking to the side. This hand is empty. This hand is empty. Bend the knees. Switch hands with the ball. Switch hands with the ball. Turn. Okay, you have to switch at the bottom and the top. So unless you're switching hands at the bottom, you're getting confused. So switch hands at the top. Ball's behind you. Bend your knees. And now switch hands with the ball. There you go. Now switch at the top. And turn. And now the ball's behind. Very good. You picked that up fast. Okay, switch hands. Okay. Okay, you have to bend your knees. You have to bend your knees. There you go. Okay, now we're going to switch hands, and now the ball's in the right hand, and the left hand's empty. And you're going to come up, drop the ball, turn. There we go. Bend the knees, switch hands with the ball. Okay. So this is one of the most difficult ones, the hand switching at top and the bottom. Switch hands, turn, bend the knees. Now we're always looking at the empty hands. That's it. Again, this is a whole body exercise. Again, this is a Blue Dragon family style Qigong. It's not in any other textbook on Qigong. So my advanced students will learn that there's a practical purpose to doing that one. Wow. How's your chest? Yeah, your chest feels pumped, doesn't it? And this is only a 2-pound weight. This is only a 2-pound weight. And you feel pumped. Okay, now, take a breath. Take a sip of water, because it's going to get deep. Progressively easier. Okay, so now, ball's in the left hand, straight back, turn. You're gonna go over the head. You're gonna turn, you're gonna bend your knees, straight back, turn, over the head. So the ball's in the left hand. Bend your knees. Keep your eye on the ball. Keep your eye on the ball. Over the head. This hand is up, palm up. Turn, or I should say rotate. And then go over the head. Keep this hand. Rotate. Bend your knees. Stand up. Rotate. Make your feet flat. Grip the ground with your toes. Roll your ankles to the outside. Your stance is wider than your shoulders. If your feet are too close together, you won't feel balanced. When you do the rotation, you want to feel balanced. And this front hand, palm is up. The front hand is up, up. Okay, now we're going to put the ball in the right hand. The right hand is going to go back. Front hand is empty. Front hand is empty. You're going to rotate. You're going to rotate. And you're going to go over the head. And now the ball's behind you. You're going to rotate. Okay. You're going to rotate. You're going to go over the head. I'm sorry, I've confused you. Rotate. I didn't realize this was so difficult. I thought this was one of the easy ones. But I realized a lot of you are having difficulty with the rotation and then exchanging. So you're going to have to rewind this and watch this multiple times in order to grasp that this hand has to be up and then turn. She dance party at the beach.
It's when you're swinging it up that you want to do that. You got to keep it.
Right, and that's why we practice doing this one.
Like that.
We practice doing this one so that your palm would always be towards the sky. So when you go over the head, the palm is always up, okay?
You're rotating the shoulder and you're rotating the wrist.
So you're rotating the shoulder and you're rotating the wrist, okay? So I guess that's why it's difficult, okay? So palm up. And that's why in the beginning, we did the Qi cups. So I keep saying each exercise builds on the exercise before. So you got to make sure you tune in on time so you get the full thing. Because if you miss the first 3 exercises, you don't get the understanding of the movements. And as I said, each movement is progressively easier, harder, requires the knowledge of the previous exercise in order to fully grasp it. Okay, now, so now we're going to put all this together in one exercise, okay? So the ball is in the left hand. And now we're going to go over the head. We're going to switch hands. And now we're going to turn. This is going to go back, This is going to go forward. This is going to go down. This is going to go up. This is going to go forward. And this is going to go back. And now you're going to switch. Now the ball's in the back. You're going to switch hands. And then you're going to turn. Ball goes back. Empty hand goes forward. The ball hand goes down. Empty hand goes up. Ball hand goes forward. Empty hand goes back. And now we switch. And then over the head, switch, and then turn, and then back, forward, down, up, forward, back. Over the head, switch, back, forward, down, up, forward, back, switch. Over the head, switch hands, turn, back, forward, down, up, forward. It might be a good idea if you repeated along with me, and that would anchor it. Switch, turn, back, forward, down, up, forward, back. Transition. Switch, turn, back, forward, down, up, forward, back. Transition. Switch, turn, back, forward, down, up, forward, back. Transition. Switch, turn, back, forward, down, up, forward, back. Transition. Switch, turn, back, forward, down, up, forward, back. Transition. Switch, turn, back, forward, down, up, forward, back. Transition. Switch, turn, back, forward, down, up, forward, back. Transition. Switch, turn, back, forward, down, up, forward, back. Transition. Switch, turn, back, forward, down, up, forward, back. Transition. Switch, turn, back, forward, down, up, forward, back. Transition. Switch, turn, back, forward, down, up, forward, back. Transition. I got you. So, there's a lot going on with that one. Okay. I know you need a sip of water now. Okay, so these are all thinking exercises. So these are all thinking exercises. They require right brain, left brain integration. The right brain controls the left side. The left brain controls the right side. So there's what we call cross crawl. So Right brain is creative brain, left brain is the analytical brain. Most of us are overly analytical, which means we are left brain dominant. And when we're left brain dominant, the right brain's sitting there like, what do you want me to do? I'm not doing that. Forget it. I'm done. I'll just watch you. And the left brain goes into spasm like, oh, what's next? I didn't get it. I didn't follow. Try. No, I need to turn around. Which way do I have to turn? Okay? And that's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's your brain's fault. So what I'm doing is I'm retraining your brain. And what I mean when I do that is that we are creating new neural pathways through your brain. So I'm going to make an analogy. Let's say you drive to work every day the same way. So many rights, so many lefts, and you end up at work. And so Saturday morning, you're not going to work. Saturday morning, you're going to the dry cleaners and the grocery store. But you get a phone call from your mom. And you're like, Mom, yeah. And the next thing you know, you're at work. You're like, how did I end up here? I was going to the dry cleaners. But your mom hijacked your attention, or the phone call, I should say. Because happens to me. I'm sure it happens to you. The phone call hijacks your attention, and the brain kicks in, and you're at work. So, what happens if there's a detour while you're driving? Now, all traffic has to turn right instead of left, or left instead of right. And now you've got to go some funky back way to get to where you were going. Now, the third time you make the detour, your brain has created a new groove, a new neural pathway. So that's what I mean by I am retraining your brain. We're creating new grooves, new patterns. Now, if your objective is to get here, and you know a way to get this way, you know a way to get here, you know a way to get there. So if you know 4 different ways to get to the same point, that is what makes you smarter. Wow, who doesn't want that in their lives? Albert. So that's where we are, and that's why you are here with me, okay? So I think we have come to the end of the road. So I think we're going to go into, should we do the alphabet, or should we just go straight to, the Tai Chi pole? Let's go straight to the Tai Chi pole. Okay. We did a lot today. We covered a lot. We forced your brain to do all kinds of stuff.
Qigong is what I need so that I can breathe. Qigong is moving slow.
Even though my life is fast.
Qigong makes me slow. Gives healing energy.
Gives you a chance. It's Qigong through your dance.
Put your hands
on your hips. Put your hands on your hips. Side to side, Qigong. Side to side, Qigong. Now who to the left, side to side. Who to the left, side to side, Qigong. Side to side, Qigong. Side to side. Now who to the right, side to side. Who to the right, side to side, Qigong. Side to side. Bend your knee and drum your bum. 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 Now roller skate. Dip your hip.
Now roller skate.
Dip your hip.
Now roller skate.
Dip your hip.
Now roller skate.
Dip your hip. Drum your bum. Drum your bum. Drum your bum. Drum your bum. Backward skate. Qigong now backward skate. Dip your hip.
Side to side.
Qigong side to side.
Now
Harlem shaking to the front. Harlem shaking to the front. Qigong now Harlem shaking to the front. Harlem shaking to the front. Qigong now Harlem shaking to the front. Harlem shaking to the front. Qigong now Harlem shaking to the rear. Harlem shaking to the rear. Qigong now Harlem shaking to the rear. Harlem shaking to the rear. Qigong now. Hands to the sides. And bounce our arms to the sides.
And bounce our arms to the sides. And bounce our arms to the sides. Now bounce
Now fly to the sky.
Qigong
Now fly to the sky. And now fly to the sky.
Yeah.
Now open your heart side to side. Qigong side to side. Now open your heart side to side. Side to side. Now open your heart side to side. Qigong side to side. Now open your heart side to side. Qigong side to side. Now lift your lungs.
Side to side. Qigong side to side. Now lift your lungs.
Side to side. Qigong side to side. Now lift your lungs. Side to side. Qigong side to side.
Now loosen
Your liver. Side to side.
Qigong side to side. Now loosen your liver.
Side to side. Qigong side to side. Now loosen your liver. Side to side.
Qigong side to side. Now
Loosen your liver. Side to side. Qigong side to side.
Now rub your belly.
Rub your belly.
Side to side. Now rub your belly.
Love your belly.
Side to side. Now rub your belly.
Love your belly.
Side to side. Now rub your belly.
Do you love your belly?
Side to side. Now
Bend from the waist.
side to side.
Ball of chi in your hands. Now clean your kidneys. Side to side. Clean your kidneys. Side to side. Qigong side to side. Qigong side to side. Bend from the waist.
Side to side.
Ball of chi in your hands. Clean your kidneys. Side to side. Clean your kidneys. Side to side. Qigong side to side. Now clean your spine.
You've been warned. You've been told. Don't get sick. Don't get old. When you get no sleep.
And do not breathe. It robs you of your energy. Look at my feet.
Find your joy. Find
And
your
your
peace.
feet. Qigong 7 days a week. Put Qigong in your game. And your life will never be the same. Make a change in your life. You gotta give up the vice. Give up the coffee, the smoke, the soda. And give up the coke.
We gotta change
The way we eat
the way we sleep.
The way
and
we
the way
sleep.
we treat each other.
and the way we treat each other. Qigong.
Make a better life.
Make a better life. Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And we want to give our gratitude to the Most High. Father Sun, Mother Sky, Grandmother Ocean, and Brother Earth, thank you for all your gifts and treasures. Today is Wednesday, Mercury's day, the messenger of the gods. May the chi that we have created here today open our hearts and minds to stop judging ourselves as we stop judging others. Chi! So! Be! It! So, I want you to understand that everything I do has a purpose. There's no randomness in what I'm doing. Everything has a purpose. Chinese thought is circular. That means that if you want to get A, B, C from starting point A, B, C, you can't understand what C is until you get to B. So you got to go from starting point to A and then B, and then you can see C. You can observe C from B. But it doesn't make any sense, whereas in Western, it's A, B, C, and you can see it. You can like, oh, that's where I want to go. In Chinese, you can't see where you're going. So you have to master a certain set of movements, and then master a second set of movements, and then the third set, integrate both. So a lot of what I do is repetitive, but you don't even know it's repetitive. You can't see it's repetitive. So each class, I'm going to spend a little bit of time explaining what's going on instead of just going through the exercises. Because the cognitive awareness of the movements is not filtering through to the Western subconscious. So I have to go into a detailed explanation. My master didn't explain anything until a year. So I was with him every day for a year, and then he said, oh, you really are serious about learning. Now I'll explain to you. I was so upset. But here we are, here you are, and here I am. And so there is a lot to learn. Qigong is more than exercising. It is a way of life. It's a philosophy of living. It's breathing. It's meditation. It's internal exercise. It's external exercise. It's foods. It's herbs. It's self-massage. And it goes even deeper after that. So until we get to the internal exercise, because I'm going to teach you the external with the internal application first, and then I'm going to teach you the internal last. So some classes are going to be accelerated for the older students, the students that have been with me, and then some classes are going to be slower for the new students. So we're going to go up and down. So I want you to understand that it's all about your mind. So that's what we call the Shen. And then it's about the breath, which we call the Qi. And then it's about the Jing, which is about food and sex, or reproductive and digestive. So Jing, Qi, and Shen are the three treasures, and that's why you're here. So today is Wednesday. Friday is Share Qigong with the World. The loveqigong.com website is finally up after 3 weeks. It's finally up. So if you want to refer somebody to the class, please feel free to send them to loveqigong.com. This class is going to be at a discount until March 21st. So it's only $25 a month. For the new students that joined after the first of the year, your price is going to go up to $39.99. The students that were with me before the first, their price is never going to go up. You're always going to be $24.99. Then you will have the opportunity to become certified, and then you'll have the opportunity to become a reverse aging specialist. And that's where you get to learn another layer of Chinese medicine, and you get to learn about exercise physiology. So stay tuned. We're in for a wild ride in 2021. Dr. George Xavier Love for the Blue Dragon Qigong Academy. I'll see you tomorrow.